Tired of splitting wood or stripping screws? Chances are you're not using your drill driver the right way. But we can fix that in the next 5 minutes by showing you how to master 2 simple settings that most beginners ignore. This is a drill driver. If you just picked one up for the first time and you're not sure how to use it properly, don't worry, you're not alone. In this video, I'll walk you through the basics step by step so you can start using this tool like a pro. Whether you're building a bench, putting up shelves, or just assembling some flat pack furniture, it's probably one of the most useful tools you'll ever own. So let's start with what it actually is. A drill driver is a cordless power tool that combines 2 jobs. It drills holes and it drives screws. Most drill drivers use rechargeable 18 or 12 volt lithium ion batteries, and they clip in or slide on and off underneath. 18 volt tools are a bit more powerful, but 12 volt are lighter and easy to use for a long period, or if you're working up a ladder, say. First things first, if you're drilling, make sure your bit is straight and held securely in this part here, which is called the chuck. Even if it's slightly off center or loose, it will wobble, slip, and make a mess of your work. To tighten it, twist the chuck firmly by hand or run the drill forward while holding the chuck collar. It should grip the bit snugly with no movement at all. So now we can start drilling, right? Well, no, not quite. This ring here with the numbers around it is the clutch. This part is really important because it controls how much torque or how much twisting force the drill delivers before it stops turning. Think of it like opening a jar. Sometimes you have to twist really hard when you open it. And when you do that, you're applying more torque. This is a great safety feature, as too much torque can overdrive your screws or damage your wood. We'll talk about that in more detail shortly. This is also where you can select the drill or driver functions. As we're drilling here, turn the selector to the image of the drill. Then move the gear switch and set it to number 2. And this sets the drill to run at a high speed and is the setting to use when you're drilling. On some models, this might be a toggle switch. Lastly, set this switch to make sure the drill is driving forwards by pushing it so that the drill turns clockwise when you're looking at it. Now we can drill the hole. If you're driving a screw, set the gear selector switch to number 1 for low speed and turn the clutch selector to one of the numbers. Start on a low setting, especially when working with softwood, and only increase it if the clutch engages before the screw is driven home. If it's set too high, the drill can overdrive the screw and punch it way too deep into the workpiece or even strip the head. It's tempting to leave it on full power all the time, but trust me, don't. It might take a few seconds to dial it in, but once you have, you can drive away safe in the knowledge that every screw will only go in as far as you intend it to. If you're removing screws, then this process is exactly the same, only this time with the switch set to reverse. Again, start slowly, as trying to remove a tight screw too fast can strip the head before you know what's happening. And then you find yourself in a world of pain, probably rethinking some of your life choices. Now here's a little upgrade I'd recommend early on. Use a locking bit holder. The locking part means that the bit won't fall out mid-job, which is annoying if you're fixing a load of screws at once and have to keep stopping to refit the bit. These are magnetic extensions that grip your driver bits really well, and they make swapping bits super quick. Try to get one with a movable collar, as these give the best hold but release the bit easily. Also, make sure you're using the right type of bit. Match the bit to the screw head, Phillips, Posi, Torx, whatever you're working with. If it doesn't fit properly, don't force it. You'll just end up damaging the screw head. If you're not sure which screw to use, then here's a video which explains all that. I'll link it in the description too. When fixing screws near the end of a board, or when working with hardwood, driving straight in can split the wood. A small pilot hole makes it easier for the screw to bite and reduces splitting, and it gives you a cleaner finish overall. Now while we're on the subject of drilling, some drill drivers also include a third mode, the hammer drill function. These are often called Combi Drills. The hammer setting adds a rapid hammering motion along the axis of the drill, which helps break up masonry or concrete while you drill into it. You'll know when it's active, it sounds rough and it feels like the drill's pulsing in your hand. But just a heads up, don't use the hammer drill setting for wood. It won't help and it could damage your material and maybe even your bit. So now you're comfortable with the drill driver, you can crack on with all sorts of DIY jobs. But what about the drill driver's cousin, the impact driver? What is it? How is it different? And do you even need one? Well, that's exactly what I'm going to cover in this video. I'll see you soon.